continuing our discussion of multisyllable words and dividing them, looking at root and base words, prefixes and suffixes. And we've talked about how each part of the word can give you a hint as to the meanings or the word's meaning. So it's really helpful when you're reading a book and you come to a word that you don't know. If you're in a really exciting part, nobody wants to stop and look the word up, right? But if you can look at a word and see its individual parts, then sometimes you can get a hint of what the word means, enough so that you can keep reading and look the word up again later. So for example, if we look at the word invisible, we can see the prefix in. The root there is going to be vis, and then ible for the suffix. So we learned last time that in is a prefix meaning not. Vis is a root word that has to do with seeing or vision. And then ible is a suffix meaning able to be. So you could, if you didn't know vis, for example, if you knew that in was not, ible was able to be, you know this is something that's not able to be, and then maybe from the context clues of whatever you're reading about, you could figure out that it means, oh, we can't see it, it's something we're not able to see. So what I'd like you to do today is choose 4 of these words from this list and make a chart in your reader's notebook and make 4 sections on the chart. 1 for the prefix, 1 for the root word or base word, 1 for the suffix, and then 1 for the definition that you kind of figure out on your own from the word parts. So here's an example of invisible. The prefix in, the root word vis, the suffix ible, and then my definition is just clearly from the parts. The prefix means not, the suffix means able to be, the root word means having to do with sight or seeing, and so I just put it into a phrase that kind of makes sense, not able to be seen. So you're going to make a chart in your reader's notebook. One heading for prefix, root word or base word, suffix, definition, and you can pause the video and copy those out. And then just choose 4 of the words from this list. Make sure you choose 4 that are kind of a challenge to you, because it doesn't help you if you just pick words that you already know. But if you choose 4 words that you're not quite sure of, and then it stretches you a little bit, helps you to learn more, then start noticing those multisyllable words when you're reading and see if you can put together what a word might mean. Remember to use your reader's notebook to include your thinking about reading, your wonderings. So as you're reading and you come upon some of these words, you could write yourself a little note. I think invisible might mean not able to be seen. And then later you can go back and check that and see how your thinking was, or if your thinking was close. It's always kind of fun to be able to solve a little mystery. I think these multisyllabic words are kind of like solving mysteries when you can figure out what they mean. So go ahead and choose your 4. I'll go through and read them just in case you're not sure of them, but then if you forget, you can ask somebody at home. We have invisible, of course, unfairly, unaffordable, mismatched, dishonesty, unstackable, inspecting, unshapely, dethroning, unsuccessful, mistakenly, unkindness, refreshing, untruthful, disgraceful, unhappiness, unforgettable, imperfectly, disobeyed, unlovely, unthoughtful, uncheerful, unbeatable, repaying, unfaithful, misplacing, unrelaxing, refillable, unreasonable, and delightful. So choose 4 that maybe you haven't heard used quite that way before. Like one that really struck me as I was reading through these was dethroning. I don't know that I've ever heard somebody use that word with the suffix ing. So for me, that would be one that I would want to try using the clues to solve and then look it up and see if I'm correct. So this will go in your reader's notebook. You can put it under mini lessons if you want, or the writing about reading section is where we put most of our stuff. And then start to notice those words as you read. All right, have a good day.